In this video, we're going to take a look at the triangle inequality being used to find the range of possible measures for a third side if we're given two sides. So suppose our two sides are 12 and 7. What are some possible values for the third side? Now let's go ahead and name that third side x. Remember, triangles, they have three sides, so all three of our sides are 12, 7, and x in length. And if you remember the triangle inequality, it tells us that if we add up two sides, it always has to be bigger than the third side. So in other words, 7 plus x has to be bigger than 12. And 12 plus 7 has to be bigger than x. And 12 plus x has to be bigger than 7. So you end up with three inequalities that you can possibly write. You write all possible combinations, then you solve all of them. So we're going to subtract 12 from both sides on this inequality. So we get x is bigger than -5. Over here we're going to subtract 7 on this inequality, so we're just solving all of the inequalities. We get x is bigger than 5. 12 plus 7 is 19. So over here we have x is less than 19. Well, since we're talking about side lengths of a triangle, you cannot have a negative value, so we're going to cross off the negative value. It's not a possible solution or possible range of measures. So that leaves us a couple possibilities. Either x is less than 19 or x is going to be bigger than 5. So x is bigger than 5 and x is less than 19. We can combine that as one compound inequality, putting x in between. 5 and 19. So x is going to be between 5 and 19. So here's one for you to try. Go ahead and pause the video, work it out, and press play when you're ready to see the answer. Alright, so we have two of the sides. It's called the third side x. We don't know whether it's shorter or longer than the other two sides. So we're going to write three inequalities. Starting with 5 plus x has to be bigger than 16. 16 plus x has to be bigger than 5. And our last one is 5 plus 16 has to be bigger than x. We subtract 5 from both sides on this inequality. We get x is bigger than 11. This one we subtract 16 from both sides. We end up with x is bigger than -9. And on the last one, 5 plus 16 is 21. We end up with 21 is bigger than x. We're going to disregard our negative values. So this means x has to be bigger than 11 and less than 21, which means x is between 11 and 21.